Okay, trying to wake up today. So when we go to the fifth in the substitution, we're going to just take the pattern down and see what happens. Rule 1, we're going to play pentatonically. Okay, so what is the pentatonic A scale? First of all, we need to check over here. We've got a diagram right here. Here's our A. It's going to be a little difficult. By the way, this little diagram is for subbing the 3 into C. This is for half diminished, so that's not our pentatonic diagram there. Okay, so once again, we're setting up. We're going to be playing a pentatonic long diagram here. We've moved the pattern down, which means we're going to the fifth of the A. Okay, and I have that pentatonic right here. So just a quick little adjustment. Look at that. It was right in line. I lined it up before, but I thought I was going to lose it, but it didn't. The diagram remembered where it was. So here we are. So we're going to be playing that long pentatonic there, starting from the, so we got 5, 6, 5, 6, root 2, 3. Okay, then 5, 6, like that. Then root 2. Okay, and then we're going to do a 3, 5, 6 root. It takes us into the next cage. Now, it's going to be a little difficult. From the root 2 here, we're going to go straight up actually because we have a warped diagram. Okay, so that was easy. That was pretty easy. We started in the A shape and we finished with the G shape. Remember, long patterns always start in one short shape, half of a short shape kind of thing sometimes, and then into the next short shape. So it's in the caged word. You're always going to the right with the long pattern, so you're going to be using the caged word. So it's A starting and finishing G, okay, and the root up there ends up to be what? So let's play it one more time. We got 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6 is an A there. So we were in the A because remember, A was what? A is the fifth of D. We were on the D before. Remembering where we are is key. Sorry about using this diagram. Even though the numbers are correct to some extent, this is the diagram for minor sub 3 to the F sharp for the half diminished, if we ever get there. If we ever get there. So A is the fifth of D. We'll move the pattern down. Okay, we'll look over here and see if we can make it a little easier here. We start here on the E shape, root 2, 3. Okay, so we're referencing this by an S3 5A extra long. So this is the long pattern that I showed you before, but this is the pentatonic of it. Its entire name is based on also sometimes the bottom. Remember, the string-shaped bottom is it can name the entire cage, the entire pattern. So like S4E starts on an E string shape, so we've got S3, and this string shape is called 5A here because it starts on the fifth and it's in the A box, called 5A extra long. So we start on the root there. Okay, so obviously we can play the diatonic there. And let me show you what that diatonic is. Okay. Okay, so this is from today's chart. I've already zoomed in. Okay, and it is chart 265. Okay, and it's 145 long patterns for substitutions. Okay, so here we have a zoom in, zoom way in, so it's kind of like starting to pixelize a little bit. But here's root 2, 3, and this is the E box. So we're going from the E long into the D, because cage, C-A-G-E-D, right? So the top's going to be into a D box. So we're starting here with the root is E, your low E. Okay, Okay, and then the A is the second string. All right, I can't play the scale and do that at the same time. I thought I could. So we got root 2, 3, 5, 6. Now we're already over into that D box. We just took the root right out of there. Okay, we're not going to get this 3. We're not going to get these guys, so that's why they're not really in the play zone there, except if we're just doing a short E, A, C pattern there. Right here on the long pattern, here's the fret nut, here's the bottom string. So that's our E long pattern, and we can play that diatonically. Okay, we should be able to play that diatonically. That's why, however, this is done with pentatonics here, okay? So here's the 4 there. All right, we're going to need that 4 if we're going to play a long pattern. So that's going to be our open, that's going to be our open A, right? So it's root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2. I missed that because I've been hitting the warp lately with that 7 root 2 and practicing bringing it up. No, like that. It should line back up with the pattern. So our 7 root 2 here is going to line back up with the pattern. Root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2. Okay, so that's our basic E long pattern diatonic. Now let's look. We're back here lined up. Isn't this nice? The way the charts stay lined up, the drawing tool stays the same. So here's our root. Root 2, 3. We just played the diatonic. That's this is the long cage that it's in. It's kind of the E cage, it's kind of the D cage. If we looked at it as a complete double cage, it would be 7 root 2, 3, 4. But we're not doing double cages because we couldn't play that 7. So there's no point in calling it a pure double string shape. We can use double string shapes in other ways. Okay, so we're starting on the E string shape. Want to go to its 4th, so we're going to go to that A. Okay, now we're just going to play pentatonic, and let me show you the A. Okay, so we're going to get back over to the diagram. Now we're going to go straight to that A shape, and I have the A right here. See how the E went to the A is bumped up here? Like you've hit the A slot there. You know, you've hit the A sign there. So when we hit that A, we're going to be right here now, okay, in the A there. And why is this? Okay, it looked like an E shape, but it's an A shape because we have root 4, 6 right there is our A. So these are still, these designations are still in the root key, but for the substitution for the A, these are the notes we'd play. I didn't give you the A substitution, which would be 5, 6 here. You see the difference? But this is what we're doing in the root box. We're doing root 2, 4, 5. Okay, and we're doing the pentatonic, so it's root 2, 4, 5, 6, root 2, 4, 5, 6, root 2. That's our A pentatonic. Remember, we only want to play pentatonic now. Okay, because if we're in the key of E, when we go to A, we only want, and the 4th can play the 7th, so it'd be those are the notes you can play, but you can't play the 4th of the 4th. Okay, so we can't play what? We can't play the D there. Okay, because that would make the E a 7, and the leading tone to E is C sharp. So we wouldn't play the D natural there. So it would go